Our journey begins before sunrise. We leave the city of Harare, shrouded in the quiet of a breaking dawn. The air is still cool as we head south. The landscape shifts with every mile, from the familiar bustle of the city to the open, rugged beauty of the lowveld. And in just under 5 hours, we were here, at the gates of Malilangwe Private Game Reserve. And as we drive further into the reserve, a sense of familiarity and excitement washes over us. For years, I've experienced the magic of Singita, from the tranquil serenity of their lodges in South Africa to the endless plains of the Serengeti in Tanzania. Each time, I've felt like they've set a new standard for luxury, conservation, and connection with the wild. But this journey feels different. This time, I'm here to discover the brand through the lenses of the Zimbabwean experience, in a place that feels both new and deeply personal. We are arriving at Singita Pamushana Lodge, an architectural marvel nestled high on a ridge overlooking the glistening waters of the Malilangwe Dam. The air is warm, the silence is profound, and the views are simply breathtaking. This isn't just a safari, it's a homecoming, it feels like. It's an opportunity to delve into the heart of Zimbabwe's conservation story, to meet the people who make this place thrive, and to show our viewers the unique essence of this brand, right here in the heart of Zimbabwe's low veld. It's time to begin our journey, friends. Hi, my name is Yvonne Chiredzi, and I'm a Dubai-based travel content creator and brand storyteller, the founder of Travel Essence magazine. And for years, I've had the privilege of exploring some of the most beautiful corners of Africa. Today, we are back in Zimbabwe and in Chiredzi. Join me and my friends as we embark on yet another adventure over at Singita Pamushana. Let's discover the heart and soul of our incredible land. Welcome to Travel Essence with Yvonne. And so upon settling in, we wasted no time getting to the very heart of the mission here at Malilangwe. Our first meetup was with Mark Saunders, the executive director at the Malilangwe Trust. He was the perfect person to introduce us to the crucial work being done to protect this incredible ecosystem.
Mark, thank you so much for having us. We're so happy to be over here at Singita Pamushana. I absolutely love the Singita brand because, I've been so privileged to check you guys out in South Africa and Tanzania.
Okay.
And so to be here on home ground as a Zimbabwean is really special. Talk to us about the journey. Tell us if you can give us a quick spinny on,
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Fellow Zimbabwean, thank
Yes.
you so much.
Yes.
We're standing in what we call a conservation room here at Singita Pamushana at Malilangwe. We are, as I think you know, we're in the southeastern lowveld of Zimbabwe, very close to Mozambique border.
Yeah.
We are, our entity that we work at is called Malilangwe Trust, and we've been here 30 years.
Wow.
Last year was our 30th anniversary.
Congratulations.
And we're very proudly Zimbabwean. We have a set of Zimbabwean trustees,
Beautiful.
450 employees, all proudly Zimbabwean. We like to think we're a value add, but we're learning every day as well, and very fortunate to be in this beautiful environment, this beautiful setting. You asked what gets us up in the morning.
Yes.
So Yvonne, our mandate is striving for best practice in conservation work, community work, and we have the wonderful opportunity to work with our partners Singita in the hospitality space, and you can't find better partners than that.
Absolutely.
So here we are, and while we're at it, we obviously community partnerships, engagements, relationships are crucial to us. And that involves obviously communities in our immediate surrounds, but we work very closely with district and province and national stakeholders all the time.
Right.
Our community interventions are basically centered around health and education, preservation of culture, and partnerships. We've got some small partnerships we'll briefly touch on. But in terms of our health, we've got a really exciting nutrition scheme where we've got in our surrounding district, we provide a nutritious meal, a nutritious pot of maheu. I think you know what maheu is.
Of course, maheu. Everybody.
Maheu is a really nutritious meal or a drink.
Yes.
And we feel it provides that learning basis and provides some good brain food.
Yes.
For the kids when they get to school. So every single school day, we supply our team. We've got 32 members of staff
that are focused on this initiative
in the communities and 32 facilities around our property, and they provide that maheu to the schools. We actually do a couple of orphanages as well, or children's homes.
Yeah.
And every school day, each person gets a 300 ml serving of appropriately prepared maheu. We do it in partnership with Ministry of Education,
Brilliant.
Ministry of Health as well, just to make sure the water is okay that we use, and we are preparing the food and looking after all the utensils appropriately. Small partnerships. We have a number of veggie gardens where we've got 20 ladies working. We provide the infrastructure, the water, the education on how to farm properly. We bring stakeholders in to run courses and have workshops there. And then we buy the product.
So the farm to table, farm to fork concept is very much alive here.
It is.
Yes.
It is. I have to say it's quite seasonal because where we are, it's really hot. But in the season, we're coming into the season now. We'll be buying a lot of produce from. It's called the Komanani Women's Program.
Brilliant.
We buy from them.
And what do they grow?
They grow tomatoes. They grow beans. They grow korvo.
Nice.
They grow cabbages.
Nice.
And fish. We've got a fish farm there as well. So we just started that last year. We've got fingerlings in now, which are a month old.
Oh wow.
In about 6 months they harvest them. So what we do is we charge our partners for the stock and the food, and then it's there. So they pay us back that. All the profit goes to them.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's absolutely.
So we're still learning in that space, but our community relations are really important to us. There you'll see some of the gardens there. Yeah. And then we come on to the conservation side of things, Yvonne. We're really lucky. We've got 138 different vegetation types on this property, so it's very diverse. About plus 400 species of plant. We have the big five. This beautiful elephant was on the reserve. Unfortunately, it died in a fight.
Bless.
But it's a lovely talking piece for our guests, etc. But we have an amazing team at Malilangwe that runs our conservation department. We are very proud of our Rhino program. We are not just a Rhino-centric, we're a conservation-centric property. But our Rhino program now, over the last 20 years, is such that we're in the fortunate position of being able to restock other areas, appropriate areas with Rhino.
So I understand you recently became reintroduced as a Big Five territory because of the rhino, the growth in the rhino species. Is that correct? What's that journey like? Because I understand that the rhino species were depleted for a while, and then now there's been an introduction, and you've been monitoring the growth in numbers and all of that.
Since 2000, our white rhino population's increased by over 700%.
That's brilliant.
And our black rhino about 500%. That's down to the team that has really managed it really well. To the extent that, like I say, we feel our responsibility now is to be able to restock other appropriate areas, and we've started that in 2021. We moved some black rhino to Gonrejo National Park, who are next door to us. But again, we've got a large contingent of staff that look after our biological assets.
Are they all local?
All local. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of community upliftment in terms of employment, training, and all of that as well. Okay.
All of them are our team are from Zimbabwe, and plus 90% of our scout team are actually from the area. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We've just introduced a dog unit, a canine unit, to help us as another layer, protecting our wildlife, which is great.
Very good.
Yeah. But at the same time, Yvonne, we concentrate on managing our property in terms of the biodiversity that's there.
Yeah.
We do it on a scientific basis. All of our scientific output informs our management practices. So we have an annual census every year. We have a resident ecologist on the property. And yeah, we've got a great team.
It was truly a privilege to tap into the wealth of knowledge that Mark carries. The conversation was personal and deeply insightful, and you can feel his lifelong connection to this land. A passion that began as a boy growing up in nearby Triangle and fostered through frequent visits to Gonerajo National Park. His personal history has made him and his team an integral part of the Trust's success. And while I was moved by his incredible work, I also was super keen to learn more about the historical, archaeological, and geographical significance of Malilangwe, the ancient land on which Singita Pamushana sits.
So friends, we are over here at a bar area over at Singita Pamushana, and it's absolutely breathtaking. You can see the vast expanse and the incredible landscapes behind me. Mark here is going to take us through where we are geographically. Talk to me a little bit about where are we? What do you see behind us?
We're right down Sambi's where the Gonerajo is.
You see the hills in the distance there. We're a neighbour of Gonerajo. We're very closely with them as well. And what you see here, these outcrops, it's all sandstone.
Oh, it's not granite.
It's not granite at all.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, it's all sandstone. There's some wonderful history around here. We spoke about our cultural appreciation.
Yes.
We've got 123, I think it is, documented sites of rock art. Okay, we've carbon dated some of them. And each one is documented. We've got a little booklet which we're just updating now.
Nice.
Our guests love it because you can read the story and follow the story.
Yeah.
In all the rock art. So we preserve that and we really appreciate that.
Nice.
Take it really seriously. And then obviously the biodiversity, like I mentioned before, the habitat is very diverse. It's amazing. And I think that appeals to our guests as well because there's such an opportunity, each different sort of different landscape on the property.
Right. And this water body.
Yep.
What is this? This is
called
made.
Yes, this is called the Malilangwe Dam. It was built in 1963.
Okay.
And we've increased the height of the wall twice.
Okay.
So it's about 13,000 megaliters. But yeah, it's home to a lot of crocodiles and a lot of hippos.
Now, this land is a masterclass in how a place can be both ancient and completely new. Learning the history of Malilangwe gave us a profound respect for this sanctuary. But it's the experience of Singita Pamushana that brings that history to life. As a brand, Singita is renowned for its iconic architecture with its properties, opulent hospitality, and its dedication to knowledge transferred through interactive experiences with the teams at every lodge in camp. Guests are drawn here from far and wide for this very reason. Singita camps and lodges are places that so perfectly combine breathtaking wilderness with an understated elegance, offering not just a luxury safari, but an intimate and personal connection to the bush. To truly understand this extraordinary place, we were privileged to enjoy many of our moments with our guide and tracker team, Nick Gaunje and Robert Mudimba, who were the perfect people to show us the way in and around Malilangwe.
My name is Nick Gaunje. I'm a professional guide at Singita Pamushana, Zimbabwe. On our game drives, we offer wellness by actually getting down the vehicle and doing walking safaris and incorporate with rock art, which is also amazing, and also to have the feel and understanding of the Bushmen that were around here. They've been around here for 700 to about 2,000 years. We have got 123 different sites. They are all different in the way they are done. Each and every rock art that you go to tells a different story. There's others that were done also by the Bantus after the Bushmen. The Bantus were copying what the Bushmen had done, and they were also leaving us very good stories to tell because there is no history that was written, so they left us art to interpret. They are so special in the area, and not many places that you go and you see this beauty. And this is Malilangwe. So Malilangwe is about acres, which is about 50,000 hectares. So this whole area that you're seeing is Malilangwe. We are close to the dam, to Malilangwe Dam. So we're gonna cover some areas here. So I was thinking of actually going to an area called Wata, which is this side up to here. So we'll try and cover as much ground here. See what we're going to see this afternoon. But please feel free to ask any questions.
What's the green altitude? I'm just wondering what color, how
Okay, so it has got a different vegetation. There's hills, but there's actually more piney trees and then hills up here.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah, so you've got all these rocks that you are seeing. These are all sandstone. It's all sedimentary rock. So no.
Okay.
Kunema rocks. Kune vegetation, kune more piney woodlands.
What's the size? You said Malilangwe in total is how many
50,000
hectares?
50.
What's the relation to how big is Gonarejo?
Gonarejo is 5,050 square kilometers. So 10 times this Malilangwe.
So 10 times Malilangwe is Gonarejo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So this
Gonarejo
takes up a tenth of the. Okay.
So Gonarejo is the second largest national park in Zimbabwe, which is 5,052 square kilometers.
This is after Wange.
Yeah, Wange is about 14,600 square kilometers.
Wow, that's huge.
Earlier, we had learned all about the Malilangwe Rhino program. And so to see the results of that work firsthand was one of the true highlights of our many game drives. Thanks to the tireless conservation and anti-poaching efforts of the Malilangwe Trust team, the rhino population here has seen a progressive spike in numbers, once again making this area Big Five territory. And for guesses Singita Pamushana, seeing these magnificent animals makes the game viewing experience truly memorable. It's a fitting testament to the impact of tourism dollars in preserving these precious ecosystems, proving that people and nature can truly thrive together. Nothing quite compares to the quiet moments, the sight of elephants, buffalo, wildebeest, and other grazing and browsing species in their natural home. And in those moments, there's a magical silence that is truly enriching, particularly for those of us who come from cities far and wide, far removed from these wild landscapes. It's a powerful reminder of a world that exists beyond our own. Beyond the thrilling game drives and incredible wildlife encounters, Singita's ethos is rooted in providing a truly transformative experience with a strong focus on wellness. Here at Malilangwe, the approach to wellness is deeply inspired by the wilderness itself. Treatments are designed to be multi-sensory extension of the bush's restorative power, incorporating mindfulness, sound therapy, and grounding practices to bring you fully into the present moment. Each experience is holistic and designed to leave you feeling relaxed and uplifted. These moments of renewal can be enjoyed in the main wellness center with the sweeping views in the comfort of your own suite, or if conditions permit, out in the bush for the ultimate connection with nature. It was with this in mind that we started one morning with the yoga session with Valerie Makunungunu, a perfect way to recenter us after the intensity of learning and exploring since our arrival at Malilangwe. The luxury here extends beyond Singita Pamushana itself to a private sanctuary nestled in the heart of the premises. Our home for this trip was Malilangwe House, an elegant, exclusive use, luxurious villa designed to feel like your own contemporary African home. Perched on a ridge with inimitable views of the Malilangwe Dam, the villa's design is a stunning reflection of the region's rich tribal history. The interiors feature light and airy shared spaces that flow seamlessly from the interactive kitchen and chic bar deli out onto various decks and the spectacular rim flow pool. Malilangwe House offers a truly private and intimate experience, accommodating up to 10 guests across 5 luxurious bedrooms. Each room is its own private retreat, complete with its own deck, offering an unforgettable and personal connection to the magnificent landscape outside. For me, a big part of what makes these journeys so special is the opportunity to bring along a guest who I know will truly value the significance of the people, the place, and the impact stories that reside at any one location we visit. And on this trip, I invited my dear friend who was born and raised right here in the Low Veld, but today also calls Dubai home.
Friends and family, I'm super excited to introduce our special guest on this circuit. We are out here in the Low Veld, and I have my dear friend, Dubai-based, but a Chiredzi resident. See what we did there? Miss Fasi Chiwanza, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We're really excited to be here, and we love that we are on your home turf.
Yes.
We love that there's so many touch points that you and I can share about life in the desert Mecca.
Yes.
But this is particularly special for me because you are a born and bred Chiredzi girl.
Yes.
And this would be your first time at Singita Pamushana, is that right?
That is right. First time here is a place I've been hearing about forever and a day. So it's really so special to finally be here.
Yet you live down the road.
Literally. I can see I can't see my house, but we're very close.
Awesome. So tell us, what makes this location, this destination, this part of Zimbabwe so special? Being born and raised in Chiredzi, what is that? What was that like for you? And what is the appeal or the draw cards for people that come from far and wide, or even our local residents that come out with you?
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, the Low Veld is sort of built around a small town, Chiredzi, so it's very different from other parts of the country, or the capital, of course. But it's very quiet, but it has just its own special life. Obviously, as you said, born and raised here. I've left the country, but every time I come back, I still feel that special, that sense of community You really feel it. I'm sure you guys have felt it just being here
Yeah.
as well. Being near a national park
Yeah.
is very special. So the region, though, it may not be the first place that comes to mind when you think of Zim,
Right.
but it's kind of those who know, but it's becoming more
More widely appreciated.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of exciting to see people start to appreciate something that we have enjoyed for decades, obviously.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. You know, I think one of the things that really stood out for us when we got here was, first of all, how friendly the people are. But before we get into that, I would love to hear the first impressions that you had of checking in to Singita Pamushana. And of course, our backdrop is Malilangwe House. Friends, we are staying in a luxurious, absolutely opulent 5-bedroom villa. And everything has been nothing short of breathtaking. What was it like for you? What were some of the things that you really, really loved about the space and just the mood, the feel when you checked in?
Like, I've done safaris, of course, you know, even in locally and other places. But I will say, from the minute we were picked up at the gates all the way to checking in, the biggest thing for me has been that friendliness, but that attention to detail.
Beautiful.
Is that even before we checked in, just driving up here with our drivers and the guide, you already felt like the experience started. It wasn't, I didn't feel like, oh, I can't wait until we get there to start.
Right.
The minute they picked up our bags, it was like, oh,
We're home.
we're home.
Ah,
The
fantastic.
experience has started.
Fantastic. Now, the space. The doors open.
Oh,
We sashay through. And you just see how grandiose the space is. We make our way out and onto the patio, and you've got this as a fantastic backdrop. Talk to me. Feels. What are your feels like?
just breathtaking.
Yeah.
I obviously have looked up the space online, but I'm telling you, it does not do it justice.
Absolutely.
Being able to walk in here, and you guys will see as you walk in and the space just opens up to this backdrop and just the scenery, like, well, I would say the first thing is like shoulders just came down.
It's outstanding, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I love that about the Singita brand, in that it really, pays close attention to not only the guest detail and preference, but there's always such a strong story around why they pick a location, what materials are used to build the space, design the space,
Yeah, sure.
the personalities, the teams, the farm to fork concept around the food and things like that. Take me through some of the 3 things. What are your 3 things that would be wow? If you could pick a moment, 3 moments that you're like, wow, that's amazing. When I saw that, that was amazing. When I saw that, that was amazing. When that, I felt that, that was amazing.
Right. I think first, honestly, you can't take away, the biggest thing for me is literally just being in Malilangwe.
Right.
This place is just magical. Just how high we're sitting and with the scenery and the fact that the surroundings are coming into the space as well.
Love that.
So even in your room, we each have our own private balconies. When you're taking a shower, when you're having your morning coffee, you feel like you are still
One with nature.
exactly, even though you're inside. So I'll say that would be the biggest thing. When we're in the house, you can't help but notice the art, the textiles, that it's that local touch.
Right.
So it's really beautiful space. It's well done, but it's really incorporating that local touch, whether it's with the materials, whatever the case may be. So that to me stands out.
Bar none.
Yeah, it's very, very special. And then I would say, even with just with the food,
Yeah.
food experience, the chef here,
Chef Moses.
Chef
amazing.
Moses is amazing.
He's really dropping the drops, eh? He's really doing amazing.
Yes, and I do love that. Obviously it's an international cuisine, but incorporating local as well. But it is just that, like you said, that farm to table experience. Everything is so fresh, wonderful flavors. So that as well has been just a lovely experience.
And so there you have it, friends. Exploring Zimbabwe's magnificent low-veld region from the sanctuary of Singita Pamushana was more than just a journey. It was a profound connection. Learning about the crucial conservation work at Malilangwe, seeing its dramatic landscapes, and witnessing its vibrant wildlife offers an unforgettable opportunity to connect with yet another pristine corner of our nation. This, friends, is Zimbabwe, our Zimbabwe, a land of ancient beauty and untamed wilderness. An experience here in the heart of Malilangwe reaffirmed for us what travel experts the world over have declared, that this, our nation, without question, is one of the world's most remarkable destinations to explore. Join us for yet another one of our epic adventures across the country. Hang tight, and we'll see you on the next episode.